continuing to talk about pre-reading materials to teach language, vocabulary development to your 2.5 to 3-year-old to 6 years old. Depending on where they are in their development, you would use this material. So we're giving lessons on everything on the shelf here for pre-reading material. We have given a lesson on the picture word cards. This basket has early reading books to build vocabulary, how to use 3-period lessons. Then we did the memory or matching game. We did opposites. Here, this was opposites. Now we're going to the metal insets. So I have a full video separate on the metal insets. We're going to give a small lesson today on the very first step of the metal insets, and then I'll talk you through a few other steps that you do with the material. So metal insets, mine are actually plastic because I'm not in a commercial environment where I have a preschool at the moment for lots of kids. So if this is a home environment, it's just for your children, you don't need to go the most expensive route. So again, they do the same functionality. If you teach your child care of the material, they'll last a very long time. They're washable and they're great material. So we're going to do the first lesson on the metal insets. So your child would get a tray of some sort and get the frame and leave the actual inset there. So they just get the frame, they pick out a colored pencil of their choice, just one, and then one piece of paper. So do go left to right 3 times. Then you would show them drawing the lines from left to right. They would then show you their work, and you can write their name on the other side. The most important thing you're looking for is control of movement. That they're developing a pattern in their mind left to right and progression going down, because that's our reading pattern. And so they would do the first five metal insets like this. I only have 3 out, so then when your child finishes the third, then you could bring out the next 2 shapes. And what you would do, the progression is, you would make a shape book. When they have achieved the 5 different shapes, so you could even leave it at just tracing and make a booklet. depending on the development of your child. I just showed you the shape book too, sorry. Shape book number 1. You could have them just trace as the first step. Or you can have them, if they're an older child and they can hold a pencil really well, then you could have them do this full step, depending on how easy or hard it is for your child where they're at. If the lines are too hard, just have them do tracing, and then they can make a little booklet when they've reached 5 shapes. My shape booklet 1. Then you do the next 5 shapes for my shape booklet 2. And you could talk about the names. During my lesson, I forgot to mention that it was a circle, so you can mention it's a circle. And then the third shape book is where you have the metal inset with the frame, and you can make different pictures with it. So that's a different lesson. So again, you can do it with or without the lines, or you can start with just tracing so they grow in that ability, and then teach the lines after. It's up to you. So that is the Metal Insets. I hope that was helpful, and our next video will be starting on the second shelf.